First tonight, school districts in the Miami Valley reversing course. Effective Monday, 2 districts will enforce new mask mandates. Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan O'Rourke.
And I'm Adam Merrill. Centerville and Kettering city schools now changing their mask policies. This all following dozens of COVID-19 cases and people being quarantined not even a month into the school year. Dayton 24/7 Now's Mamie Boss spoke with one Kettering parent about the school's new requirements. Mamie?
That's right. It's been 2 weeks since the school year kicked off right here. One parent I spoke with says she's fine with the mask mandate, but the district should have made this choice much earlier. A spokesperson I spoke with tells me the decision was made last night.
Fine with the mandation of the mask. I'm very concerned that the teachers and staff, that is not required for them.
It's been only a few weeks since the academic year began for Kettering School District, and already the district is changing its stance on masks.
All students and staff should be either vaccinated and masked or just masked at this point. And that's for the safety of the students and the staff.
At a board meeting last night, Kettering City Schools went from making masks optional to mandating them starting Monday. A spokesperson tells me it's because of the number of cases and quarantines. But Kettering isn't alone. Centerville School District is also making the same move, only a week into the school year, citing the same reasons after only mandating masks for those K through 5.
We know from the behavior of the coronavirus that it spreads very easily person to person.
Centerville is requiring masks for everyone, but Kettering's mandate only applies to students.
Anyone who's in the building is at risk of getting infected, even if they were vaccinated.
Kettering is reporting 22 active COVID-19 cases for the week ending August 20th, with 35 quarantines among students. According to the CDC, those who are unvaccinated have to quarantine for 14 days.
The 14-day period for those who are not known to be infected is because the incubation period can be out to 14 days.
For those students and staff who are fully vaccinated, ODH and CDC recommend wearing a mask for 14 days in the classroom or providing a negative COVID test 3 to 5 days after exposure. But regardless of vaccination status, doctors say
we need a multi-pronged approach to preventing COVID, and that includes vaccine, masks, and socially distancing, as well as quarantining people who have been exposed.
Sheryl says her children are fully vaccinated and would not have to quarantine if they came into contact with someone. What do you say to parents who have a problem with this mask mandate?
It's a life and death matter at this point. I use the word selfish. People don't like me to say the word selfish. I just think we have to stick together as a community.
Again, those mandates go into effect on Monday. ODH says if you are vaccinated and test positive for COVID-19, you have to quarantine for 10 days.
We're now less than 24 hours away from week 2 of Thursday Night Lights. Tomorrow, the Carlisle Indians will face off against the Miami East Vikings for the first time in school history. And as Dayton 24/7 Now's Andre Johnson reports, that game is going to be won by the big men up front.
Yeah, Adam, Megan, you've seen those games where both teams air it out, throw for about 400 yards apiece. This right here, it's not going to be one of those games. This is going to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker with both teams looking to win in the trenches.
Oh, that's going to be huge. If we can't run the ball, we can't win.
It feels natural to go against them. It's what we're used to, it's what they're used to, so we just got to do better.
Carlisle versus Miami East is going to be a clash of two teams that love to run. So there's plenty of pride at stake over who can dominate that line of scrimmage.
It's going to be a dogfight. I mean, they're a running team, we're a running team. I think it'll be an awesome game. We obviously run the ball better than them, so we're just going to run it down their throat.
Oh, it's just a great feeling. And you know, if you get that real good hit and you send them flying and you're like, man, I did that. And then we get like a good, 20 to 30 yard run. And you don't even feel tired. You run up to that line again and you just want to keep doing it over and over again, just run it down them.
As physical as the game will get, these guys understand that the ground and pound is also a mental game.
You definitely want to, come out with the most yards, definitely want to win, but just being able to pound that defensive line, win the battle in the trenches is just a huge boost of confidence for a run-heavy team.
Oh, I think it's amazing. There's nothing like just blowing somebody off the ball, stay low, stay hard. And you pushing somebody back, you pancaking somebody. It just shows true dominance in who you really are.
And no matter who wins tomorrow night, they're both going to need to ice up on Friday morning.
I definitely feel it in the next morning. I wake up a little sore, but it's all worth it.
getting those extra yards, you got to push for everything. I'll throw my body over a cliff for some yards. It's all worth it.
And that game kicks off at 7 o'clock. You can watch all the action on MyTV Dayton or stream it on our website, Dayton247now.com. You can also catch a replay Sunday morning at 11. And Natalie, hopefully the only thing better than the game itself is going to be the weather. Please, please tell me you've got some good news for me.